All right. So right now I am looking at the downloadable PDF that comes with this course. So I'm gonna be reading off the cameras that you, as a business owner, personal brand, or if you have a product that you're trying to get out, that you need to be looking at. This is very valuable. This is gonna streamline the process of when you go buy a camera or whatever you might be trying to buy, so you don't have to sift through everything that is online when it comes to creating content. I'm gonna tell you what to get, the best way to get it, how to get it, and how you need to set it up. So let's start with cameras first. The first thing is, when it comes to this, if you are shopping, if you already have a camera, the only thing I'm gonna say is this: please do not let it be a DSLR. You need to trade that DSLR in, sell it or whatever, and get you a mirrorless camera. The reason why I say that is mirrorless cameras have took over the game. They're easy to function. They're easier, way easier when it comes to videos and everything, so you can get a quality picture and a good autofocus without the whole guesswork of everything. It's gonna literally streamline it for you in a long process. On a DSLR, it's more of a manual, more of like you have to really structure the camera on how you want to shoot. The T1i Canon was my first DSLR camera, but that was like 10 years ago. So now I have mirrorless cameras that shoot a lot of my work and content, but I'm gonna name off all of the mirrorless cameras that you can get, or you might have one right now. But let's start with the biggest, the one and only brand that a lot of people know right now, Sony. If you can get your hands on a Sony, I'm telling you right now, a Sony will be preferably good for you. The Sony A7 III, a lot of videographers, or a lot of first time people get that camera. A good quality camera, that is a good solid camera. It will last you, I'm talking about 5 to 7 years from now. You will make your money back tenfold on that. The next one is a Canon EOS R6. That is a good video camera too. Cost is a little pricey, but I'm telling you, if you can get your hands on a used one, very good camera to start with. Nikon Z62, very, very strong contender when it comes to cameras in the marketing game and everything like that. If you have it, I'm telling you, keep rocking with it. Don't try to buy nothing else. And matter of fact, disclaimer: if you have a camera already that's a mirrorless camera, stick to that. Like, literally stick to that. If there's something wrong with it, or you're trying to like upgrade or something like that, don't do that. Go figure out what's wrong with it, fix it. I'm telling you right now, stick with the camera that you have and know the ins and outs. If it's a mirrorless camera and you can record videos up to 3 minutes without it overheating or something. The next one we're going to talk about is the GH5. A lot of my work on Instagram, I have dialed. This is more of a filmatic, I would say film-centric camera. You can really dial in your look and dial in the settings. Now, the reason why I chose this camera is for a reason. The reason is literally I'm more of a I would say a videographer. I'm a filmmaker. Like, I really dial in the looks of quality lighting, quality, autofocus, the camera breathing, stuff you might not know that's too meticulous for you to understand when it comes to cameras. That's why I chose this camera. It was going to be between the A7 III or the GH5. The reason why I chose the GH5 is I didn't want to go the autofocus route. I'm more of a manual focused person because in the future I want to create movies. So you got to know how to pull focus. You got to know these things, and this is the reason why I chose this camera. But this is a good camera too. Like I said, a lot of my work online is shot with this camera. The next thing, back to the Sony, man. This is a budget-friendly camera that can, I'm telling you right now, a Sony A6400. I know I said that, but a Sony A6400. I'm telling you right now, if you go to the pawn shops, if you go online, if you go on B&H Photo, or if you go on Amazon, or if you go on go to your local camera stores, you will find this camera. If you find this camera, grab it. This is a gold mine. This is a good price based off of what you're getting with good, superb autofocus that you can just set it up, play plug and play type work, you know what I'm saying, that you don't got to do much. When you have the look ready, you have everything ready, turn on the lights and everything, and this camera will perform. So mirrorless cameras are the go-to. Yeah, so right on the PDF, I had just named all of those, but I'm gonna tell you right now, do not be cheap when it comes to your first camera. The cameras that I just named, if you go look these up on the PDF, and if you can find them for a reasonable price, please do so. Any other camera that's a DSLR, I'm telling you right now, don't do it, because you're gonna hurt yourself in the long run. So go look these cameras up, go find you one that's in your price budget. If you can, I'm telling you, it would be for longevity. My GH5, just to give you some, but don't buy this camera based off of you. Don't buy this camera based off of me, buy it based off of you. I would say for you, if you're starting, get you more of an autofocus camera, but just to let you know how long I've had my camera that's making me a lot of money right now, the GH5 has been with me for over 6 years now, I believe. This camera has literally been in the mountains shooting, snow, -degree weather, rain, sleet. Like literally just yesterday, I was out shooting this camera in rainy weather and getting client work. So I'm letting you know, these cameras do the right ones with, if you haven't have one that's, if you're looking at one that's refurbished, just make sure you test all the buttons out, get a camera guy or somebody, or just make sure it's working correctly. All in all, these cameras will last a test of time if you treat them right, and then use them. And what I mean by use them, abuse them. And what I mean by that is put them cameras to work when it comes to shooting valuable content for your product, personal brand, or business. So I'm out. I want to say thank you for being a part of this. Now, on the next slide, now we're following this PDF. On the next video, we are going to talk about understanding blurry backgrounds when it comes to cameras. And the reason why I say this is, I'm going to show you something right quick. If you want this look, I'm going to be honest with you. If you want that blurry background, how you see right now, you're going to have to understand one thing, is that it's all in the lens. It's all in your lens. So we're going to go over that in the next video. Please tap in. That's me looking at the camera, looking at the video on the monitor. But look, go to the next video. I'm going to see you later.